So we'll get started on our backs. Go ahead and lie down. And plant your feet on the floor. And then with your feet on the mat, wiggle your feet really wide to the edges of the mat. And then knock your knees in to touch. So really wide feet, knees together. This pose on your back, it helps expand the low back. So if you have low back tension, coming into this really simple shape can help kind of relieve that as you expand the low back on the floor. And you can do whatever you want with your hands. And then keeping your feet pretty wide, just start swaying your knees side to side, left and right. And then eventually you'll let both knees drop to the left. So both knees fall to the left. And if you'd like to get a little bit more of an outer hip opener, you can lift your left foot and place it on top of the right knee. So just allowing the weight of the foot to bring the right knee a little bit closer to the ground. And if you'd like, you can stretch your right arm behind you. So kind of lengthening the right side of your waist as well. Bring your left foot back down, sway the knees side to side just another couple of times. And then let both knees fall to the right. We'll do the same thing on the second side. So if you want, you can pick up the right foot, place it up on top of the left knee, and just allow that weight to open the outer hip a little bit more. And if you want, you can stretch the left arm up overhead. And release the right foot down, sway the knees a couple more times, just rinsing it out. And then hug both knees into your chest. You can rock a little side to side, maybe even find a circular motion massaging the center of the low back on the floor. And then as you're ready, you'll start to rock up and down the mat, eventually crossing your ankles and coming into a tabletop. And I'm just gonna make sure you guys are muted real quick. And we'll start moving through cat-cow. And if you're listening to the playlist, you can go ahead and press play. So starting to find your breath in cat-cow. As you arch and flex the spine. And then as you're ready, you'll find your way to downward dog, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back. Maybe finding some movement in your down dog if you'd like. And then you'll take a stroll to the top of the mat, ending in a forward fold. And just drop your head, maybe take ragdoll, grasping opposite elbows. Letting your head hang. And release your hands to the floor, pushing down through the feet, start to roll your way up to standing. Once you get to the top, inhale, arms rise. Then exhale, hands to heart center and release. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forwards. Step your right foot back, tap the right knee down. And then interlace your hands here. So clasp the fingers, but point the pointer fingers. As you push into your feet, come up to a low lunge. Point the pointer fingers straight up and see if you can lengthen the sides of your waist. So really reach, reach, reach here. Take a big breath in. On your breath out, cactus the arms, open the chest, and then circle your hands down to the floor. Step back to a plank pose on your breath in. And then as you breathe out, you'll lower all the way down to your belly. So we're basically gonna run through a few variations of Sun C here. We did Sun C last week. All right, untuck your toes, roll your shoulders up, back, and down for baby Cobra. So shoulders away from the ears, reach the chest forwards, breathe in, and breathe out, let it go. One more like that. Heart goes forwards, tailbone reaches back. Inhaling, and exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Push back to downward facing dog. You can move through a plank pose or through a tabletop. On your inhale, reach the right leg straight up and back. And then exhale, step the right foot forwards between your hands, tap your left knee down. Make that interlace with your fingers again, pointing the pointer fingers, and then push into the feet to come up to low lunge. Lengthen the sides of your waist, lift up and out of the hips. Don't worry about your shoulders sneaking up to your ears. Let them lift a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Cactus the arms, breath out. And then circle your hands down to the mat. Runner's lunge, breathe in. Forward fold is your breath out, step forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Push the feet down to rise, breathe in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forwards. Left foot steps back, tap the left knee down. Make that pointer, inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Circle your hands down, step back, high plank. Breath in, all the way to your belly on your breath out. Inhale, baby Cobra, heart goes forwards, bring the shoulder blades together. And exhale, let it go. Just one more, breathe in. And release it, breathe out. Tuck your toes, inhale. Exhale is plank pose or tabletop to downward dog. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Step forwards, breathe out. Make the point, inhale, stand up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Circle your hands down to the mat. Runner's lunge, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Push to the feet, inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands to heart. And release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forwards. Adding on this round. Right foot steps back, right knee taps down. Low lunge, point the fingers, reach up, breathe in. This time add a side bend. So lean over to the left. See if you can lengthen the right side of your waist a little bit more. Breathe in, lift back up to center. Cactus, breathe out. Circle your hands down to the mat. Runner's lunge, inhale. This time exhale, lengthen the left leg. You might grab blocks here, I'm gonna do that. And we'll pulse that 2 more times. So inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, lengthen. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Runner's lunge, breathe in, set the blocks aside. Plank pose on your breath out. Take an inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. Tap the left knee down, make the clasp. Reach up, big breath in. And Breath out, side bend to the right. Inhale back up to center. Cactus on your exhale. And then circle your hands down, runner's lunge. Take a breath in, maybe grab blocks. On your breath out, extended pyramid pose. Shift your hips back, drop your head. 2 more pulses. Inhaling and exhale. Again, breathe in and lengthen, breathe out. This time, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forwards. Step forwards, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, inhale, arms rise. Hands to heart center, exhale, and release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forwards. Step the left foot back, left knee taps down. Inhale, reach up, point up, lengthen the sides of your waist. Keep that length as you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center lift. Exhale, cactus, lift the chest. Circle your hands down, runner's lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, shift back. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Again, runners. And lengthen. Runner's lunge, breathe in. Step back, high plank. Inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing and downward facing. Right leg lifts. Step it forwards. I think we just did. Gotta switch legs. Sorry, left leg goes forwards. All right, left foot is forwards. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Circle your hands down. Runner's lunge, breathe in. Pulse it back, breathe out. 2 more, inhaling. And exhale. Last one, runners. And lengthen. Breathe in. Step forwards, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, arms rise, breathe in. This time, take it all the way back down, breathe out. Right foot steps back, inhale, reach up, point the fingers. Exhale, side bend to the left. And this time, add a twist, so right elbow outside the left thigh. Keeping the right side of your waist long, lifting your chest. Good, unwind it, reach up, inhale, point up. Cactus on your exhale. And then circle your hands down, runner's lunge. 1 time, take a breath in. Breath out, pyramid. Breathe in, runner's lunge. Breathe out, right to chaturanga, step back and lower. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Step forwards, breathe out. Tap the left knee down, reach up, low lunge, inhale. Side bend to the right, exhale, and then take the twist. So all that length on your left side turns into a twist. Try to revolve the chest up towards your thumbs. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Circle your hands down, runner's lunge, breath in. 1 time, hips go back, breath out. Runner's lunge, inhale. Forward fold, step forwards, exhale. This time, chair pose, 1 breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Stand up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back. Inhale, low lunge. Point the pointer fingers up, lengthen the sides of your waist, and then side bend to the right. Turn it into that twist, left elbow outside the right thigh. Unwind it, arms reach up, breath in. Cactus, breath out. Runner's lunge, hands to the floor of the blocks. Inhale. 1 time, exhale, shift back. Runners, inhale. Right to chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. Left leg lifts, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. Right knee taps, make the interlace, reach up, breathe in. To the left side bend, and then twist. Try to lift your chest, think upward facing dog, and then unwind, reach up, breathe in. Cactus, breathe up. Hands circle to the mat, runner's lunge, and shift your hips back. Bend the left knee, inhale. Step forwards, forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe up. So we'll do another round or two of Sun-Si, but we'll take out all the twisting, all of the cactus. We'll really smooth it out. Stand up, arms rise, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Right foot steps back. Inhale, low lunge, reach up. Right to chaturanga as you breathe out. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Step it forwards, breathe out. Tap the left knee down, low lunge, breath in. Step forwards, forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, arms rise, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Left foot steps back, low lunge, arms rise, one big breath. Right to chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. Last one, left leg lifts, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. One big breath, arms rise. Forward fold, step forwards. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, sweep up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe up. This time, flat back, inhale, heart goes forwards. Exhale, chaturanga or skip it. So hop or step back to bent elbows. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. And breath out your mouth. Lift your heels, lift your hips, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forwards, and get your feet to your hands, hop or step. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold, and sit all the way down. Sit all the way down and come onto your back. And you'll want to grab your block here, your pillow, or whatever it is that you have. And lift your legs up into a reverse tabletop, so shins are parallel to the floor. And then you'll grab your block, lift your chest up, take the block between your right elbow and your right thigh. The most narrow width is going to be the hardest. So if it's really hard, you can set the block a little bit wider. And then support your head in your hands. On your inhale, reach the left leg forwards, reach the left arm back. And then exhale, pull them back in together. So we'll do 5 of these. Inhale to reach, keep squeezing that block. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, exhale, that's 3. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. All right, let's switch. Left elbow, left thigh. Right leg forwards, right arm back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. Reach. And pull it in. 2 more. Extend. Breathe in. And bring it together. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. All right, leave the block where it is. And twist to the left. So you're taking your right elbow on the left, the block on your left thigh. So twist to the left. And then you extend the right leg. And this time, inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, lower it down. 5 of these. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Harder than it looks. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Lift it. And lower it, and then bring it back in, and we'll turn to the right. This is the last piece here. Turn to the right, left elbow, right thigh, hands behind your head, extend the left leg. Sweep it up, inhale, lower it down, exhale. Lift it and lower. 3 more, inhale and exhale. 2 more, inhale, breathe in, lower it down. Last one, inhale and exhale, and then pull it in and come onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. You can set the block aside. And then just let both knees fall to the right. Let the left arm open wide. Just a little twist to reset. And then switch sides, take it to the left. Come back onto your back and come up to a seat. Planting your feet. So we'll take a seated figure 4 here. So cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So you can kind of decide how intense you want this to be depending on how close your hips are to that left heel. So to get it more intense, you'll bring your hips close to the left heel. Less intense, you'll scoot your hips a little bit further away. And then you also want to move the right knee away from you. So think of moving the right knee closer to the top of the mat. That'll also intensify the sensation in that outer right hip. Flex the right toes up towards the sky. And if you can, try to avoid rounding the shoulders forward, so you're always lifting the chest. Let's switch sides. So right foot down, left ankle over right thigh. And then same thing here, but know that often one hip is tighter than the other, so you might set this one up slightly different than the first one. And then bring the left foot down, cross your ankles, and find your way back to downward facing dog. If you want a chaturanga, you can take it. I'm gonna pause for some water myself. And today's sequence, as usual, will be repeating and building on each time. So the first time it will be pretty short, and then every time we do it after that, we'll kind of add on to the end. Starting in downward dog. Lift your right leg up and back, breathe in. Knee to nose on your breath out. Really scoop that knee in, try to lift your hips higher. Listen carefully, your inhale is figure 4. So right ankle crosses over the left thigh in your down dog for figure 4. And then as you exhale, bend the left knee, try to push your hips back. That'll get a little bit of a stretch here with the figure 4. Inhale is high plank with the figure 4, shift forwards, look forwards. Exhale, step forwards, runner's lunge, right foot steps through. Make that interlace with the fingers, so pointing the pointer fingers, push into your feet, stand up to high lunge. And then really reach with the fingers, so lift the sides of your waist, take a breath in, side bend to the right on your breath out. Big stretch here for the left side body. And then come into the twist, so left elbow outside right thigh. As you inhale, come back to high lunge and then spin open to flying warrior. So turn the right toes in, straighten the legs, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Back to flying, inhale. Let's take it to the back, warrior 2. Stand up, flying, inhale. Warrior 2 to the front. Reverse it this time, breathe in. And windmill your hands to the mat. And find your way back to downward dog. chaturanga, or skip it. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose, exhale. Inhale, find a figure four, left ankle over right thigh. Exhale, bend the right knee, press the hips up and back. Inhale, high plank pose, shift forwards. Exhale, step forwards, left foot comes through. Interlace the fingers, stand up, high lunge, reach. Think of lengthening the sides of your waist, and then exhale, keep that length as you side bend. And then turn the side bend into a twist, right elbow outside left thigh. Inhale, high lunge, lift up, turn it into flying warrior, and then exhale, warrior two, open the arms. Flying, inhale, to the back, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat, downward dog, chaturanga if you want it. So we'll continue to add on right leg lifts, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Figure four, inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, push the hips back. Inhale, keep the figure four, high plank, shift forwards. This time side plank, spin to your left, reach the right arm up, keep the figure four. Look forwards, right hand down, right foot steps, runner's lunge. And then interlace the fingers, high lunge, breathe in. Side bend to the right, breathe out. Take the twist, left elbow outside right thigh. Flying warrior, inhale, spin up and open. Warrior two. This time reverse it, breathe in. Side angle is your breath out. Right elbow, right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over, lean the left shoulder back. Reverse it, inhale. Right into triangle pose on your exhale. Reverse it again, breathe in, tilt up and back. Windmill your hands to the floor as you breathe out. This time find a pyramid pose, so step your left foot a little bit wider. Spin the left heel down, and then lengthen the right leg. I'm gonna grab some blocks here myself. Look forward, start to shift forwards. We're coming into standing split. So flip up the left heel, lift the left leg and fold over the right leg. Keep your chin tucked, keep your head dropped, your neck relaxed. And then cross your left ankle behind the right. So forward fold, left ankle behind the right. And we'll just switch it. So right ankle steps behind the left. Go ahead and grab your block and then walk your hands to the left. Hands walk to the left side of the mat. Try to lengthen the right hip back a little. Keep your head relaxed. We'll stretch for the outer right hip. And then come back forwards. So we'll find our way to down dog. If you want, you could take a cross ankle crow pose along the way. I don't know if this is gonna work for me because my legs are super sweaty. Yeah, it's not gonna work. But if you want, you could take a cross ankle crow pose, regular crow, chaturanga, whatever you want, down dog. Second side, left leg lifts, inhale. Knee into your nose, exhale. Figure four, breathe in. Bend the right knee, breathe out. Plank pose, shift forwards, inhale. Side plank is your exhale, spin onto the right hand, lift the left arm. Look forward, slowly step forwards, left foot through, runner's lunge. And then clasp the fingers, push into your feet, stand up. Breathe in, side bend, breathe out. Turn it into a twist, right elbow outside the left thigh. Straighten the right leg here, push the right heel back. Flying warrior is your inhale, spin all the way up and open. Warrior 2. Reverse it. Side angle. Reverse it, straighten your left leg. And then triangle pose. Reverse it once again, breathe in. And then windmill your hands down to the floor. Set up your pyramid pose for a few breaths. Widen your feet, create a little bit more space for your hips. And then think about moving the left hip back. It likes to sneak forwards here. So left hip moves back, right hip moves a little bit forwards. Standing split, lift the right heel, fold over the left leg. Same thing, keep lifting that left hip up, turn the right hip down. And then cross the right ankle behind the left. And then we'll switch, so just bring the left ankle behind the right. And then take one of your blocks, walk your hands to the right side of the mat, and you can also soften your knees here. The crossed ankles makes this forward fold a little bit more tough. It can be a little bit harder on the hamstring, so by all means cross or soften your knees if it's hard to touch the floor or your block. Walk your hands back to center. If you want to give that crossed ankle crow pose a shot again, I'm going to see if I can do it here, even with my sweaty legs. Well, yep, not going to happen. We'll meet in down dog. And we'll do one more round on each side before we take a break. All right, right leg lifts, inhale. Knee to nose. Figure 4, breathe in. Bend the left knee, breathe out. High plank, shift forwards. Side plank is your exhale, turn to the left, reach the right arm up. This time, just plant the sole of your right foot down on the floor and then sit all the way down and turn to the right a little bit. So you wind up with your left leg straight and your right leg is crossed over the left thigh. And then we'll take a twist. So turn to the right. And if you'd like to, you can plug that left elbow and turn to the right. Now we've got to come back to that side plank. So turn to the left. Left hand goes down, right arm up. Try to lift the hips as you push into the left hand. Oops. Now if you want, you can flip it, step the right foot behind you, lift the hips, right arm over your ear. Then you look forward, step the right foot through. Clasp the hands, inhale, high lunge. You know the drill. Turn to the right, exhale, or side bend to the right, and then twist. Flying, inhale, turn to the left. Warrior 2. Breath by breath this time, reverse it. Side angle. Straighten your right leg, inhale, reverse. Triangle pose. This time as you reverse it, keep the right leg straight, breathe in, turn your right toes in, and then grab anywhere on your left leg with the right hand. So right hand grabs the left leg, then the left arm reaches up. So you're gonna twist, twisted straddle. One more breath in. Left hand to the mat, right arm up. counter twist. And then take the right hand down, spin forwards to runner's lunge, hands frame the right foot. We'll find a standing split here, fold over the right leg. Lift the left leg up. Step the left foot down to meet the right, and then stand up with the right knee into your chest. Good, right knee in, arms rise. Breathe in. Listen, step all the way back, push your hands back, breathe out. Inhale, interlace the fingers, point the pointer fingers, breathe in, lengthen the sides of your waist. This time we'll lean forwards on the breath out. So try to stretch the sides of your waist as you reach the fingers forwards and then push into the left leg, warrior three. Reach, 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 extend through the hips, extend through the shoulders. Stand up, right knee into your chest, inhale. Figure four is your exhale. Right ankle over the left thigh. Standing figure four. Hands can come to heart center. Think chair pose here, so bend the left knee, sit a little bit lower. But keep the spine long. One more inhale. Cross the right ankle in front of the left. Exhale, fold forwards, drop your head. Now you're probably towards the left side of your mat, and that's fine. We're gonna stay here. Step the left foot all the way back, and then find a half pigeon. So maybe wiggle the right foot a little bit more to the left, and then bring the right shin down. Tuck your left toes, move the hips back, and we'll stay up on our hands today for a little bit. Got ants like crawling all over my mat here. It's gross. All right, we're gonna find a twist here in our half pigeon. Now, the hardest, the most toughest twist, you would take your right elbow right in sort of the arch, under the arch of your right foot. If that's too much, you can take your block, place it on any height, right about in the middle of your mat, and you'll just put the right elbow on the block, and then your hands go together. Or you'll try to work the right elbow inside the arch of that right foot, but try not to force it, be gentle. Just notice the sensations that your body is giving. If it's pain, you'll want to step back a little bit. And then release it, come back to center, sit all the way onto your right hip, and then swing the left leg forwards. We'll do a little side bend. Left hand to left foot, right arm over your ear. And then sit back up. Cross your ankles, find your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. Second side. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Figure four, inhale. Bend the right knee, exhale. High plank, inhale. Take it to the right side plank. Left arm lifts. Pause here for a second. And then just plant the left foot down. Hips come all the way down, and you'll turn to face the back of the mat. And we'll take a twist to the left. Left hand behind you. Maybe the right elbow plugs outside the left thigh. Turn to the right. Coming back to the side plank, right hand down, left leg lifts. Maybe a wild thing, left foot steps behind you, lift the hips, reach. And then runner's lunge, step the left foot all the way forwards, take it slow. Clasp the fingers, find that high lunge, breathe in. Side bend, breathe out. Twist, right elbow outside the left thigh. Flying, inhale. Warrior two. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse it, straighten the left leg. Triangle pose. Reverse it, keep the left leg straight. So coming into the twist, turn your left toes in, grab a hold of the right leg, reach the right arm up. One more inhale. Counter twist is your exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Breathe in. Runner's lunge, breathe out, top of the mat. Right into a standing split. So fold over that left leg, float the right leg up. And then we'll switch legs as we stand. So step the right foot down, left knee into your chest. As you stand up, reach the arms up. Big breath in. Step back, think high lunge, push your hands back. Inhale as you interlace the fingers, reach up. And then exhale, lean forwards, reach forward. So use those pointer fingers to remind you to stretch the sides of your waist. Keeping all that length, take off warrior three, getting as long as you can here. Stand up, left knee into your chest. And then figure four, hands to heart center. Just like we did seated, you'll flex the left foot. You'll try to move that left knee away from you and sitting a little bit lower. One more inhale. Forward fold, cross the ankles, exhale, drop your head, pause here. Step the right foot back. And then half pigeon, take the left shin down. Without bringing your forearms to the floor, just marinate in this for a few moments, opening up this left hip. Then let's set up the twist. So either you're finding your left elbow inside or under the arch of the left foot, or you can grab your block, place it on any height, right about the middle of the mat. Take the left elbow down and find the prayer twist. So pushing your palms together, turning to the right. Release your hands, come back up. Slide onto your left hip and bring the right leg forwards. Right hand to your right toes, left arm over the ear. Think about lifting the left side of your chest. So you're not folding forwards, you're almost trying to twist up towards the sky. And then go ahead and stand up and we'll find our way back to down dog. So crossing your ankles, shifting forwards, whatever you want to do, chaturanga or skip it. And then we'll actually take a break here. So you could come to right to child's pose or you could come to a seat. All right, so this last sequence is pretty quick on both sides. We're working towards an arm balance, maybe 2 arm balances. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to demo them because with these shorts, my legs are so sweaty, but we'll see what happens. All right, so come to a forward fold. Let's come to a forward fold, top of the mat. Shake it out, take a ragdoll if you want, maybe a bind at the low back, opening the shoulders. And then you'll roll your way up to standing. Inhaling at the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll start with the right leg. Let's take figure 4 one last time on the right side. And this could be as far as you go. I'm actually going to turn forwards. Could be as far as you go, just hanging out in your figure 4. The arm balance we'll practice today is galavasana, so flying pigeon. And obviously your hips need to be pretty open to even get into this. Although I do have quite tight hips and it does work for me. So a big thing is length in the sides of your waist. So to come into it, let's find that clasp and then reach forwards. Just like we did in Warrior 3, try to stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep all of that length. Ooh, this is not gonna work for me today. Bring your hands down to the mat. Yeah, I can't do it on this side. Bring your hands down to the mat, and then you wanna think of your triceps as a shelf. So you'll let the right shin lean onto your triceps, and then turn around so you can see it. You'll curl your right toes around left tricep. So you're kind of using that as like a little holder. And then you're in this tiny little package, just like crow pose. You'll try to lift the left leg. Whew. Super pro level would be your, nice Meg. The left leg would shoot back. Really hard. Once you've done it, cross the ankles, fold forwards. And then standing back up, figure 4 one last time on this right side. This time we'll see if we can twist it. So turning to the left, you'll either get your right elbow inside, right underneath the arch of your right foot, or just like we did on the mat, you can kind of gently rest your elbow somewhere in the middle of that right shin and twist. There is another arm balance here. I don't think I'm going to be able to, this arm balance is like my nemesis, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to demo it today, but it's Dragonfly. So if you have the twist with your elbow, I'm so out of breath, with your elbow inside the arch, you keep the twist, you bring your hands down to the floor, to the left, and then just like side crow, you kind of lean over to the left and lift the legs with the twist. I wish I could show you, but not gonna happen for me. And then once you're done, we'll fold forwards, shake out the legs. Then let's roll our way up to standing and get the second side. Inhaling to reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. So just before we do the left side is usually my more open side. My right hip is super tight, especially today. It just feels like crap. But I notice in galavasana, I often wind up with bruises on the backs of my triceps, which also happened to me when I first started practicing crow pose. So if you get those bruises, they're like the little dots from your knees, or if you just feel like there's a lot of pressure and almost pain in the triceps, it's because you're letting all of your weight just dump on your arms, which makes sense for a beginner, someone who's new to arm balancing or this particular arm balance to do that, because you are using a lot of strength in your hands and your arms to keep you up, and you do have that shelf. But the idea, just like crow pose, is to find the strength in your belly to kind of round and then lift, so you're not, you know, it's less about dumping your weight down, it's more about lifting yourself up. So that's my spiel about that. So let's try it on the left side. Left ankle over right thigh. And no pressure if you don't want to do either of these arm balances. We can just be in figure 4 for a little bit. This side is a little bit easier for me, so maybe it'll work out. Let's clasp the hands, point the fingers. This could be as far as you go. You just stretch, stretch, stretch. And then keep the sides of your waist long. Take your hands down to the floor. If you can get your hands down to the floor in this shape, that's pretty good. You've gone pretty far. And then try to work the left shin as high as you can get it up on the triceps. Curl the left toes around the right tricep, and then you lift the hips. See if you can lift the right toes. The expert, super duper expert level is eventually sending that hovered leg straight back. It's extremely hard to keep that whole shape together while you extend the leg. In between sides, we'll just fold forwards with crossed ankles. Yeah, so that shape is so tiny and so like tucked in that in order to extend that leg, it takes so much strength and so much balance to be able to shoot that leg out without falling forwards. It's something that like every once in a while I'm able to do. Let's come up one more time. Reach the arms up. And then hands to heart. Last figure four, left ankle over the right thigh. Last one. And then we'll twist. So twist to the left, maybe getting that, that elbow in the sole of the foot, or just gently resting it on your shin. Maybe if you're going for the arm balance, you want to get that elbow in the foot, twist all the way to the right, taking your hands down, and think side crow. As soon as you get your hands down, you lean into it, and then your legs go to the left. It's called Dragonfly. It's my nemesis. We'll fold forwards once you're all set. And then let's come all the way down onto the back, all the way down to the back. Come into a few back bends, so plant your feet. We'll start with bridge pose. And if you want, as always, you can grab the block and set up supported bridge if you'd rather be there, but we'll start with where I will cue you through regular bridge. Push through the backs of the arms, lift your chest, and then push down into the feet, lift the hips. One more inhale. And exhale, let the hips come down. Just like we did at the very beginning of class, heel toe your feet wide to the edges of the mat and just knock your knees in. We'll set up back bend number 2 on the floor. Lift the chest, shoulder blades move together, and then lift the hips for bridge pose. If you want to come into wheel, you're welcome to. The front of your hips should be pretty open, your hip flexors, because of all the lunging that we did. But we didn't do a ton of back bending in the chest, so just keeping that in mind if you're coming into wheel pose. As you're ready, coming back onto your back. This time we'll take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide. And then one final back bend of your choice. Whatever that looks like for you, supported or a little more active. And then eventually, once you're back on your back, we'll close with just a gentle inner hip opener. So Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, or a happy baby, or a combination of both. You could also, if you want to, come into frog pose. We did that last week. It's like puppy pose, but with the knees really wide. So just anything to open the inner hips here. you feel complete, beginning to set up your final pose, your shavasana, whatever that looks like for you this afternoon. It might be on your back, it might be in a seat. Be here for just a few moments together, somewhere you can close your eyes. Begin to breathe a little bit deeper. Begin to bring some awareness back into your body, some awareness back into the space that you're in. Just starting to tune into your senses other than your sight. What do you hear? What can you feel? Take a big inhale through your nose, all the way up and in. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Bring your palms together, lift your thumbs up to the center of your forehead. We'll bow to each other in gratitude. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I have a visitor. Hey, Buzz. Just in time.
He's so cute.
You must be hot.
Oh,
I don't think you wanted to walk over on my yoga mat.
What?
Trisha. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Have a good swim.